Doing two videos today. Our first one is about the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer reveal. So, what do I have to say about a reveal? Well, let's get the first obvious thing out the way. They were late to their own showcase showing. They were 30 minutes late. They re-put the 30-minute timer back recycled. So we had to wait 30 more minutes. And then when it finally came, they showed off something I didn't want to see, and that was the streamers. Showing streamers who we know are rats, cheaters, known big cheaters on top of it, the big ones, the big fat rats. And they were catering to them in interviews and playing, and I hated it. I hated that whole aspect. I hated watching them play, them stream for, they had over like 200 streamers. Some of them legitimate, some of them I've never heard of, well, majority of them, but you had your big rats there. And I hated they gave them spotlight time. Activision knows they are cheaters. The developers know they are cheaters, and they have the nerve to emphasize we don't tolerate cheaters. And in the background, you've got some of the biggest known cheaters you've invited. You've flown out free of charge. Those you've paid to be there. Some of them got paid, okay? Because this one who was really crap talking out of what's going on, and he said he's basically done. And all of a sudden, they brought him back, a huge Call of Duty streamer. They paid him to come back. That's what that was, you know. But you know who they didn't pay? Or they even bring on? Dr. Disrespect. A legitimate player who don't cheat. They didn't have him in because he been bashing the hell out of them, all the flaws that's been going on. He just tell it as it is. He is basically done with the recycle. That we don't want to fix the brokenness, the mechanics of what's wrong, and all these cheaters. And yes, we know he plays with a cheater, a Zealander. We know this. It's just the fact that they have good chemistry. They feed off each other. You know, when it comes to mannerisms, that's just like it's a good energy about him too. And like Doc, we know he's all gun ho. He goes out in the forefront and all that, and Zealander's there with him. When you see him and Timmy play, Timmy is doing his own thing over in the background, and you can hear Doc go madly crazy. Timmy, what you doing? Where you at? Sealander, yes, we know he cheats, but Doc knows this, okay? It's not a big secret. Like I said, it's just the chemistry that's good with him, so he plays when he knows he's there. You know, some people, yeah, it can get on their nerves, but at the same time, Doc don't really go out his ways, you know, to promote like, hey, let's have this big tournament. That, oh, I see, let's go here. You know, it's not like rigged up or anything. That you can hear little hits from the Doc. Like Doc is slick sometimes, and sometimes he just outputs and talks about Z's cheating. You can hear it, okay? It's not a secret. And he tell me, he's like, hey man, don't down me, don't play me. I know what's going on here now. And then you hear C, and no, see what happened was I saw a little bit of it. Nah, Doc calls him out on it. He's fully aware. It's just a fact. C actually is one of the few people Doc really gets along with, and like I said, the chemistry is good. C is always there with him, and it's hard to find people like that. So that's the reason why Doc plays with him like that. But he wasn't there. So we know about the streamers. Let's get that out of the way. Let's talk about the game. There's a lot of talking that just really brought me down. It's kind of like a snooze fest at times, them just talking. The big reveal was the cinematic showcase at first, you know. It brought me down because, like, we know we got to see metric trailers they always show. And I was like, we want to see the real gameplay, okay? We don't want to see, like, all this stuff that's not in the actual game. It's just theatric mode. Something they took away since, good lord, Ghosts. Whenever they used to have a camera mode or, you know, a cinema mode, they took that away. That's what they used to do their own cinematic trailers still. So they could put it back in if they wanted to. So what I have to say is what they showed, because they still showed some actual gameplays when they actually had the streamers play. They're going to be playing all day. I hated some of them got caught up there. We saw some of the biggest cheaters. But the gameplays look good. There's some new modes that look good. They didn't show no DMC, but we know it's there. You know, Call of Duty is good at grabbing the biggest known things out there. That's how we got Warzone to begin with, right? The new Warzone kind of looks interesting. We knew from the leak a long time ago they were going to have those certain positions, observatory and all that. Quarry. The map is almost dead on point with exactly how the map looks now. You know, almost identical. My point is, I just don't want the same places in the other war zones to be rearranged. You know, I don't want Warzone 2.0, 3.0. Yeah, I understand they still use the title 2.0, right? But I don't want the same stuff. They've put little differences here, you know, that I kind of agree with. Such as, you know, now you got a little advanced AI if you want to get your loadouts. You got to battle them. I approve of that. Just as long as you don't have them like nerfed for these little streamers to get these little cheap lobbies, you know, easy lobbies because they're reverse boosting in and all that. We don't want to see that, you know. Put them in legitimate things. Please get a cheating kernel. There's a good one on the market. That I don't want to see these little rats in the comfort of their homes playing for huge money tournaments using their cheats. I don't want to see that. That last Sony solo tournament they had was like the known cheaters all in the swag came out to third place because the cheaters were taking each other out. That was glorious. Some of the biggest names were taken out early. Swag came in third place. I didn't want him to win because he has cheats on. I didn't like whatever. But it was left to two other people who battled each other, and it was quick afterwards. You know. I don't know who. I think one was on FaZe and all that, but I don't know if they were cheating. I don't even know them personally or watched them, so I have no idea. These were like unknowns to me. But like I said, Swag came in third, but it really took me off. I only watched what Doc had posted up, and he went through, you know, Aiden, some of these biggest cheaters ever, and I just didn't care for them. So basically, he had that. And then as well, I don't know. It's just like what killed me with the Gulag. Gulag had these 2v2 type maps we didn't care for, and the last two just were terrible. I didn't care for those maps. This one is a bit different. Now you're gonna be on a team, a 2v2. So yeah, like I said, they gotta do something with that 2v2 modes because people didn't care for them. They try to hype it up and it failed, so they gotta put it somewhere. They're gonna use it for Gulag. And that's a huge negative to me because I want nobody I gotta rely on and they're not doing what they're supposed to, or you know they doing their own thing, and then you know it's just a 2v1 on me. I don't want that, you know. And if that's how it is, I mean that's gonna be once again another Gulag negative. But I mean, Warzone 2.0, we don't know yet. Graphics still look downgraded. It still looks. I'm not liking how it looks. Bulky, less textured. I'm not a fan of it. I couldn't tell because the stream they used on the main stream was faded. If you watch some of these other streamers who did it, you could see the bright colors that they were hyping about this game. There's a lot of nice big bright colors in it. But if you look at the main stream that Call of Duty had, you couldn't tell. The colors are faded and the stream wasn't in 4K or barely in 1080p or whatever. Multiplayer looks interesting. Once again, we got Modern Warfare. The maps are Modern Warfare, basically 19. So they're open. Yes, there's stores in it, but not as like how it used to. So it looks manageable. What can I say? That the slide cancels are not in. That's awesome. But no red dots on the map. So once again, it's like they took Modern Warfare and just took the engine and all that and just ran with it. You know, minor tinks. That's what they did. Because at first, if you remember, they first tried to hype it as next gen. Then they just put next Call of Duty or whatever. It's not next gen at all. It's basically Modern Warfare with some elements from other games like Black Ops 4. You can now, you know, battle in the water a little bit better. That looks pretty cool. Some elements from Ghosts or Black Ops 2, you want to say? I mean, like, there was some elements from past Call of Duty games in there that I approve. I just hate that there was no. There's not going to be anything special when we get to play the beta because they let these streamers they all day play it live and we can watch them and so we lose out on that. So we know what's there already. I hate they do that. There's nothing secret about betas no more because they show everything already off, and I hate that. There's nothing special, for us when by the time we get it, you know. But I can say I approve of bigger open maps. I'm hoping it's more like Ghosts, past Call of Duties in which it was really tactical. Like you had to strategize, like, hey, this left side open from the castle. That's where the sniper's gonna be at. They can see everything, but there's always a way to get to them. You just gotta be more strategic. That's something I love about it. I just don't want something that's Modern Warfare that's just it's open and all that, but thanks to this place there just to be there and you just running room to room until you get to the halfway point and you just wait for the enemies to come to you. I don't want that. I just don't want it to be okay. Here's this, maybe this one part I have a second story for you here. I don't. I want more strategic. I want something to be real tactical. They hyped it up for Vanguard, and Vanguard was nothing tactical at all. They just had these names just to let you know, hey, this map has 6v6, this map has 10v10, and this one has 16, whatever. It's huge maps. That's what tactical is. Hey, this is the big map with 20v20. I don't want that. But yet, that's still going to come back. There's going to be, small maps, ground war maps. Um, it looks good, the guns look good. The way they're doing with the what they call it, quartermaster or whatever you want to call him, that looks good. Um, Guns look smooth. Whatever Breadman was using that had this rapid fire, whatever that was, the sound wasn't synced up with the shot. So hopefully that's corrected. Um, Guns look smooth, the sound sounds good. That's something that's a big issue I was hoping that was fixed is we can hear people. I want that fixed. I want the cheating to stop. I want there to be a system in which, hey, the cheating anti-cheat thing works, or at least we put the people on that kernel cheater thing. Cause it really sucks to have all these cheaters just taking advantage, and then they get paid to do all that. And they're helping each other win tournaments. I'm tired of the rats. I'm tired of the sugar mice. I'm so sick of the cheating in the game, and they're praised for it. I'm tired of the Activision. I'm tired of Call of Duty developers catering to them. They know. Call of Shame has turned them in. They turn in. Hey, they've been banned from the anti cheat does work. They've been banned before, but they made other accounts and they're allowed to play still. He really proved the TOS and their so-called no cheating thing is a complete lie. Once again this year they try to use it again. They know cheating will not be tolerated. But yet you have some of the bigger cheater known names right behind you playing, and you invited them. So that's what we're going to talk real quick. You saw him playing. I hate that they got this some spotlights. You had Aiden, you had Swag, you had what's her name, Haley, May, you had Natalia. It just, oh God. Breadman was there. Yes, Breadman was getting kills, but if you saw his ass stayed in that one room the whole damn time. They left the gameplay for like about 10-15 minutes, came back to him. Guess what? He was still in the same damn room, looking out the windows and going behind him to the staircase, looking, hoping nobody get to him. And I hate people like, yes, you got your campers there, but then you got people who are scared campers. Breadman is a scared camper. That man, the whole time he got that map, he went to the same room and stayed his ass in the baking marshmallows and shit. I hate players like that, At least you go on camp, stay a few seconds in this one spot, and then go to the other side and take that over, right? Don't sit your ass the whole game in one fucking room. That's sorry. That shows me you got no skills and you suck. It's just the fact that other people you played don't understand the map. Okay, they haven't learned it yet. They don't understand. Hey, there's this person in this one room the whole damn time, and they keep running out, giving these free kills. Oh god. And Breadman was talking a whole lot of trash. I was like, if I was in there, I'd been there, in the background with a sniper or something. I would have got his ass out that room. But these other people, I mean, they haven't learned the map yet. That's the only reason Breadman was doing that. I give credit to what's her name, Haley or H May. She was out there playing. She was out in the forefront, running into it. Out of all these other known rats and cheaters who played scared swag, you played so damn scary. Got them laying on the floor and then running to a corner. I mean, this is not how you usually play, you little rats. Here you playing scared, and it's multiplayer. It's not even Warzone. You're playing scared on multiplayer. What the hell? Aiden looked like a greater value version of Chaos, and it's funny. And these little rats were funny, But at least I can give credit to MK. What's her name, Haley or whatever. She was out there actually trying to do something. Some of these little rats actually got some skills. They can play. I just don't know why they want to cheat. Use their little rat pedals and their little modded controllers and. Some of them got skills, but some of them are just pure trash like Breadman. It is what it is. I just hate that 200 of these streamers, a good amount of them were cheaters, and the ones who were legitimate, you didn't give no praises. You didn't hardly have no time on them. We had what's her name? Butters. What's her name? Noisy Butters. I can't think of it right now, but she's a legitimate gamer. They showed her a little bit on there, and they really should have showcased her. She really plays for real. No cheats, none of that. No second monitors or whatever. That's one thing I loved about. Hey, at least they brought them out here. We had dedicated computers. That means they couldn't get their home computers up. They couldn't get their modded controllers. They couldn't get their rat pedals. So you knew they played like shit. But anywho, let's get back to the game, okay? I mean, they really killed me. They really brought. Like I said, this showcase was half and half. Most of it was just like boo because we wanted to see gameplay, and that's how they should have ended it, but they didn't end it like that. There's quite a bit of negatives, like, hey, look at this, we got swag, we're gonna interview, he's so big. Nah, he's a big cheater. That's it. Game looks good. I don't know yet till tomorrow if it plays good, because it may play like shit when I get a hold of it. It may be like Vanguard, where, hey, it looks good at first, we were fooled, and then it just sucked. Well, actually, the beta sucked too, but Cold War, the beta was good. Alpha was even better. But we were fooled that these big ground war maps were going to be like the actual legitimate, and it was too many damn small maps, and it was nothing like it. It was ass. Vanguard was complete trash from the beginning. I'm just hoping this one is on Modern Warfare terms, 19, but better. I want fun, okay? Give me the fun back. That's what I want. I don't want these damn things I see like boxes and cars, and I can't jump on them. Why are they here? Why are they in the map? Why does it look like I can mount on top of this and I can't even jump to it, even though I'm jumping higher than the damn car? If I see it, I should be able to interact with it. That's how I feel. But other than that, everything looked good. I just hated who they had and they really should showed more towards the gameplay instead of just a theatric trailer and then, hey, look at these 200 streamers, right? I ain't care for the streamers. That shouldn't be your highlights. They had a new third person mode. Well, actually ain't new. That's been in like Call of Duty 4, but they brought third person back, and I believe that's only because they can make more skins and sell it. It's gonna be heavily skinned. Hopefully this time we can only buy the item itself for 99 cents. Yeah, wishful thinking. I bet you it's going to be bundles again, and for $20 if you want a skin with all this extra trash. But like I said, so far it looks good. We'll know more, but I just had a comment. Why emphasize that you don't want cheating in your game, but then have some of the biggest known cheaters you flew for free to play the game? You showed them in front of the camera in the spotlight. and they wouldn't be there because they suck in real life. They sucked in your gameplay you invited them to play. They suck playing against each other, and they only play good when they're in their homes with their cheats. Would have been better if you had Dr. Disrespect there at least. Or at least showcase some of these other, good streamers who's legit, like I said, with Noisy Butters. But it is what it is. Everybody got their own opinions. I just needed to put that out. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave some likes, some comments. Definitely hit that bell to subscribe. And always, enjoy.